ABC 7's Courtney George joins us right now from the airport. And Courtney, we talked to you just a little bit earlier in our newscast, and you told us that some of the restaurants are actually going to stay open for people who may be stranded.
Exactly. Starbucks and Pizza Hut are staying open all night. Actually, some of the people from our crew just went up and grabbed one of the pizzas. It looked pretty good, actually. There's only about 4 or 5 people right now. I went in the main terminal sitting around waiting for flights. They said it was just because they weren't familiar with the area and they didn't really want to take the time to go find a hotel. They're just basically going to wait it out here because they feel like this is a pretty safe place. I mean, you're in an airport. Nothing's really going to happen here. But here's the information again that you need to know as a viewer. No flights are leaving this airport tonight.
Courtney George is live right now to give us an update from the Causeway. Courtney?
Thanks, you guys. Like you said, the causeway is closed. Actually, I'm going to have Jeff Woods, our photographer, scan over my shoulder a little bit. I'm going to show you the police barricade. The officers are ensuring no one, and I mean no one, gets onto Sanibel Island tonight and in the foreseeable future right now, unless you're part of the recovery effort. But as you heard, plenty of happy people and smiling faces tonight after this meeting. Again, the information you need to know if you're Sanibel resident. Residents, you can return home on Wednesday at 7 a.m. Business owners, that is Wednesday at 11 a.m.
Courtney George joins us right now on the phone, and she has the latest from Matt Lachey. Courtney?
Hey, Len, one of the things we want to tell people about is there are a lot of power lines down out in this area, and there's a lot of flooding. So the power lines are falling into the flooding area, and you want to be sure to stay away from puddles, any standing water that you see, because the possibility is somewhere along that line there is a power line in that water, and it could be active or it could not be active. We just don't know at this point. But there is an extreme amount of damage down here. I'm actually standing in front of a boat called the Margaret A, and it has actually taken out the dock and is sitting on top of the dock as we speak. Then a huge puddle of water, and again, power lines in the water. I know you guys were telling people to stay, away from power lines on the street. The other big concern, though, is to stay away from power lines that may come in contact with any kind of standing water.
Now, also, Waterman Broadcasting is getting in the mix of this as well. If you feel like donating money or you want to give assistance to people in need, you can go to any Wachovia bank and donate funds. Waterman Broadcasting is working with them, and all the money will get to people in need. We're calling it Neighbors Helping Neighbors, and as you can see, a lot of neighbors in Southwest Florida giving from their heart and helping others. We're lucky enough, again, to be tagging along with the National Guard on this security patrol. I'm going to let our photographer now scan over and get a few shots of the actual debris that we're driving through this town right now. Right here, this house, the windows have been punched out, the trees again. Slowly but surely the vegetation is getting cleared away, cut down, turning into mulch. You can see right there, bobcats, lots of equipment driving around trying to help in this effort, as well as the National Guard. We can scan to the other side too. He's going to give you a viewpoint over here of some more trees down. We're stopped at a stoplight now. We're going through an intersection, coming up upon an apartment complex. It looks like all of these roofs have been torn down. It's called Sandy Pines is what this used to be. A compound that clearly is now not inhabitable to anybody, really. This entire place pretty much demolished. And I can tell you, these guys are working 12 on, 12 off in the heat, making sure everyone has, water, ice. You've got some of them up off of what used to be malls giving out ice and water, and then you've got guys like, let's make sure we don't get in a traffic accident, first of all. Now that we're through the intersection, making sure that your houses are secure, that you're getting what you need, and if you need any help at all, they are here. Right here at the entrance, you can see these guys weighing their trucks, and officials tell us to let everyone know, let these guys do their job. Just be responsible for double bagging your trash and putting it out at the curb. They'll take care of the rest. We have Lowe's customer service. They're out here giving away free wood, water, and some other supplies as well, which is good. They're taking it down, you're giving it away.
Yeah, we're giving free charcoal and free water so people have the basic necessities of what they've done. Then we've got some roofing supplies like plywood, felt, tarps, just things to get them basic undercover and shelter so people have a place to stay at night and they're not worried about if it rains or water coming in.
Electricity is on part of that island. We're about to actually head out there now after this live shot, and we'll give you an update from there a little bit later. Courtney George with ABC 7 News and photojournalist John Doolin will be back right after the break. Well, today we're actually going to take you through a person's home and show you the exact wrath of Charlie, how it affected their house, and what it's like now living in it.
Charlotte County is under a curfew starting tonight from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Now, nobody wants to arrest people, but they're saying they're taking this seriously, and they will arrest people if necessary. Now, any street you go into as far as residency, if you have a valid driver's license, they will escort you to your house, make sure you go in, and then drive back to the beginning of that neighborhood. The reason is, yesterday they actually had looting starting at some of the fire stations. So they're taking this very seriously. It is from 9 p.m. starting tonight till 6 a.m. They say till this area is cleaned up and back to being livable.